Welcome to Heart Over Ego Radio. It's time for the Tune In and Tune Up podcast, hosted by Velina Vassar, where the focus is on body awareness and self-care. Velina is a licensed massage therapist in the state of New Mexico, where she is co-owner of Amethyst Mind Body Synergy, a wellness center in Albuquerque. Over the past 33 years, she has developed a system of resetting the body to improve relaxation, vitality, and better health. She calls her methodology ReVassage. ReVassage is a gentle technique that helps realign the body and alleviate areas of discomfort without causing pain. Many of Velina's clients call her technique magic. And now let's tune in and tune up.
Welcome back to the Heart Over Ego radio show. I'm so happy to be here today. I am your host, Velina Vassar, and this is the Tune In and Tune Up live podcast show, where the focus is on body awareness and self-care. Before we get into today's show topic, I would like to do a quick recap of my last show where we discussed the importance of listening to your body when it is talking. When I say talking, I mean asking for attention. So if your neck is saying that it's got a little tension, or shoulders, low back stiffness, are you paying attention, or are you too busy in your day trying to get everything done? So what I would like to help people with is when the body is whispering that it needs attention, that we take the time to pay attention when it's just a stiff neck or tension in the shoulders. Because what ends up happening is down the road, if we're not paying attention, our bodies start to scream at us and things really start to go wrong. So when it's a nudge, it's so much better than when the body is falling apart. And then we have to stop. We have to pay attention because things stop working. We either cannot stand up straight, or we can't turn our head because our neck is so stiff and painful that when we're driving, we can't look behind us. I've had many clients come in with these scenarios and say, I can't move my neck, or I can't see when I'm driving behind me. So before it gets to that point, I really encourage people to tune in so that they can tune up, and they're paying more attention. There's more body awareness, and this is where self-care comes in. Of course, I'm a massage therapist, so I promote massage and my methodology, ReVassage, which incorporates massage, also tuning forks, acutonics, it's sound therapy. I also do a lot of energy work, but anything that helps relax and reset the body back to its neutral state so that we are not carrying all of this tension, which turns into pain down the road. It's interesting, I had a client this morning at 7:30 this morning, and he had missed his last appointment. And he's been very busy with work. He had to do some driving. And so when he came in this morning, he said, oh, my goodness, I feel like I need an overhaul today. And I said, you know what? That is what I talk about in my podcast, is the difference between a tune-up and an overhaul. The tune-up, just like our cars, is so much easier when we take it in for regular maintenance because we know we can rely on our car. It's going to take us where we need to go. But when we let the body get to a point where it's falling apart and it needs an overhaul, then it takes so much longer to our natural state, to where the body is comfortable and what I call in alignment. Because the first thing I do when somebody's on my table is I check the alignment. I check their leg length. I check their hips, I check their shoulders, and usually they have one shoulder about 2 inches higher than the other. Their leg length is usually about an inch or more off, and that shows me that they are spending a lot of time sitting, possibly not paying attention where their feet are, their hips are out of alignment. Anyway, so the focus is always to tune in as often as possible into the body. How can we make this better before it falls apart, before the arm goes numb, before we can't turn our heads? And I was also thinking today, when our car does need an overhaul and it's broken down, we can rent a car or borrow a car. But with our bodies, this is the only body we have. So we have to take extra care, special care. So down the road, it's still going to take good care of us. Anyway, I just wanted to do a recap on last podcast show about the importance of staying focused on the body and its needs. But today the focus is on the popular myth, and I say myth, of no pain, no gain. Many clients come in and are afraid that I'm going to hurt them because they've had experiences in the past of being hurt to the point that they never want to come back for another massage because they had such a bad experience, which this just hurts my heart because massage is my world, and you don't have to hurt someone to get results and help them feel better. So when they come in, most of the time when I get a new client that's referred, they are coming in because they are in pain. So the last thing that I want to do is cause more pain. But I'm always so surprised at how many people think that I have to hurt them to make it feel better. And so I put everybody, especially new clients, I put them at ease. You don't have to cause pain to get rid of pain. And immediately their shoulders relax. They're like, oh, thank goodness, because the last massage I had was very painful. And I always ask them, well, did you say something? Well, no, because I thought they knew what they were doing and they were trying to help me. So I want to encourage people, when you are getting body work, make sure you communicate with your therapist. Let them know what's too much. If it's too painful, it's going to make you tense, and it's the opposite of what we're trying to accomplish. We're trying to help you relax those tense muscles, not to cause more pain. I have had many clients tell me over the years that they did say something, but the therapist did continue to use too much pressure. So that what I say to that, the massage, say thank you very much, but we're obviously not a good fit. I think this is very rare. Most massage therapists want to help their clients. They want to provide the best session possible. So this is a very rare situation. But if indeed this is going on, you have the right to stop and choose a different therapist. Anyway, with that said, I love to tell my clients, if it feels yummy, we're doing it right. And it's true. If I am working on you and you say, oh, wow, that feels fantastic, that's really good, I'm like, it's yummy, right? Yes. If it's yummy, we're doing it right. You do not have to cause pain to relieve pain. And, of course, everybody's body is different. Some people require more pressure and some people require less. And that is up to the communication between the therapist and the client to discuss what works for that person. You may think that person wants more pressure, but indeed they may not. In ReVassage, it's quite different than most body work. I like to reset the body, reset the muscles, realign the body, and then give a really nice, firm, deep massage where there's no pain. Because if I'm causing pain, what my client is doing is tensing their body. And that's not why they came in to see me. They came in to relax and reset. So yes, every massage therapist would like you to communicate with them. And if they don't, stop the session. And I've also heard that when a client is trying to get help, they don't always know if bodywork is right for them. So when my clients first walk through the door, I tell them this is a partnership. So we're going to work together, and you're going to let me know what works and what doesn't work. And if it's not working for you, then there's always a different route to helping. But in ReVassage, I find that the nervous system is what we need to reset more than the muscles, because when the nerves are extremely on edge, so to speak, every muscle can be so tight that the person doesn't know how to relax. I've had many clients over the years come in and were diagnosed with fibromyalgia. And once I have helped them reset their muscles, reset their nervous system, they find that they don't have the pain that they've been suffering with for years. And they're just in shock that they can feel so good after one session. I can usually guarantee the first session a 70% difference, which is pretty high for body work. But a lot of times it can be 100%. I've had clients come in that have had knee pain for several months, maybe a year, and in one session they walk out pain-free. So the goal is to help someone who is in pain to take away the pain and not to cause more pain. I had a client tell me a story that shocked me. She had gone to one of her water aerobics classes and ran into a friend who was completely bruised from head to toe and was limping, and she thought her friend had fallen. And she was so worried about her friend. She said, "Are you okay?" And she said, "Oh, yes, don't worry about me, no problem. I just had my massage a couple days ago, and it usually takes me a while, but I'll feel so much better in a day or so." And she was horrified. She said, "Velina, I see Velina once a month, and she has never bruised me, and she has never hurt me." But there are people out there that feel that massage has to hurt, or you have to get bruises in order for it to be effective. Anyway, so we're about to take a break, and I'll be right back.
You are listening to Heart Over Ego Radio, a network of shows offering healing and guidance for your beautiful journey. Tune in on Mondays for the Alchemy Sisters, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 Eastern. Tuesdays, tune in and tune up. Body Awareness and Self-Care, 11 Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. Wednesdays, One for All is Love, 1:30 Pacific, 4:30 p.m. Eastern. Thursdays, Unbound with Cynthia Martin, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 Eastern. Fridays, The Witching Hour with Green Witch Village and the Alchemy Sisters, 11 Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. And on Fridays, Rain Radio, 10 Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. Saturdays, Creating Heaven on Earth, 11 Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. And Sundays, Everyday Psychic Radio at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. This is the Heart Over Ego Radio Network.
Welcome back. This is Velina Vassar, and we're talking today about the myth that you have to cause pain to get rid of pain when it comes to bodywork. This is one of the reasons that I started teaching 2 years ago. I became licensed in the state of New Mexico to teach other massage therapists my methodology. I had experienced many clients coming in from out of town and asking me, what do you call this technique? This is not like any other massage I've ever had. And so eventually I came up with the word ReVassage. It's a made-up word, but I had to come up with something because I called it Velina Special. But my hope is that someday you will be able to go to a spa, any spa, or any massage place that offers massage, and request a ReVassage, because it's very different than most typical massage. And how it's different is that when someone has a pain area or a tender spot, I find those tender spots, and then I figure out how do we reset this pain area. And we do that by retracting the muscle, which relaxes the muscle and then resets the muscle. So I go throughout the entire body finding these tender points. Now, when people come in, they usually know, oh, I have a tender spot here in my neck or in my shoulder. But I check the entire body because everything is connected. So for the people that come in and just want their neck rubbed because they only feel the pain in their neck, what they don't realize is that it can be coming from their hips. Most everything comes from the hips, in my opinion. So I educate people on how to help themselves figure out where the dysfunction is coming from. And then we can focus on what might be causing their neck to go out. So anyway, this is why I started teaching my methodology a couple of years ago, because I realized that so many people that have come through my office have experienced very uneducated massage styles that are about just pounding away at the body and not getting the results that I can achieve in one session. Someone who's been in pain for over a year can walk out pain-free. So it's pretty magical. People call it magic. And I wanted to share this with other massage therapists, not only because they can help their clients even more, but help themselves, because massage therapists tend to burn out. I can't remember what the statistics are exactly, but I know after 2 to 5 years, most massage therapists have to quit because of carpal tunnel or pain in their bodies. I have been doing this 33 years, and I have never had pain in my body due to giving massages. And I start early in the morning and finish late in the day. Sometimes I see 6 to 8 people in a day, where most massage therapists that I've spoken to over the years can only do 3 to 4 in a day, and they're wiped out. So it's definitely body mechanics as well as the method that I have come up with that not only helps the massage therapist have a longer career, but also helps the client. And we don't have to exert ourselves so much to try to accomplish loosening up a muscle that we've been taught, as opposed to finding the tender spot, figuring out how to reset it, and then giving a very nice massage. And this is ReVassage. I also incorporate energy work as well as the tuning forks. So whatever method I use will always be gentle but extremely powerful and effective. And like I said, people call it magic. I call it ReVassage. So in the future, make sure you look for a therapist in your area that offers ReVassage. I think we have reached the end of this session, but I hope that you will join us the next time for more information about how tuning into your body and tuning up on a regular basis is so much more effective, and not waiting until the body is broken down. Have a wonderful day. Take care.